All right, we're live. Go, Irvin. That's all you.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? How's it going? And the Otaku Battle Dome today is here to bring you guys the Rock Lee versus Tien versus Hitsugaya. Who's the biggest loser debate? Now, if you ask me, I don't think any of them are losers. But we got to go who is basically the lamest one out of the group, even though they're not lame at all. But I don't know. I guess we can start with Luffy first, and then just trickle on down.
Dick sucking, Jesus. Oh,
I don't know.
Look, it's not like we're talking about Yamcha. Anyway, go ahead.
What is that god awful sound? Where's Bonfire?
This is hard. I sent him the invite.
Oh my god, this motherfucker.
Trying to think.
Fucking Andrew. Jesus fucking.
Oh wait, up Death Note is coming now.
Who the fuck?
Wait, where's he at? I don't see him. Yeah.
You're muted, Death Note.
Why does everyone not realize that when you enter a stream with more than 3 people, you're automatically muted? Everyone forgets that.
Yo.
Right.
All right, so go ahead, Luffy. Let's kick this thing off. Let's get it going.
It's not a big deal. Whatever. Go.
It's so hard. It's so hard because they're all lame. I mean, Toshiro stabbed Hinamori. Rock Lee's won fights against the floor, and then Tien just gets shit stomped. Like, I don't know. It's hard. I'll probably go with Toshiro. Probably Toshiro, just for fucking.
So he's the biggest loser?
It's between, yeah, I'll go with Toshiro. Yeah, fuck it, Toshiro. I mean, they're all losers, but it's just hard to choose, so I'll just go with Toshiro, for fuck's sake. Fuck it, Toshiro.
Yo,
all right.
Okay, wait. First of all, can we change the title to fucking Who's with an apostrophe, you fucking twats?
Hey, I didn't type it out. I was Luffy, so.
Luffy, you fucking fool. You goddamn fool.
I got you.
Yeah, please tell me.
I got.
Okay, fuck it. You're right.
Yeah,
I got it. No, I got it. Fuck it. Listen. So you got 3 characters, right? You got Toshiro, you got Rock Lee, and then you got Tien Shinhan. Now, here's the main story bullshit between these 3 characters. Number 1, Toshiro gets mind fucked by Aizen on a daily damn basis. Right? Everyone gets mind fucked, but him especially. All right, he goes through all this fucking training to try and beat Aizen. Oh, Aizen must surpass you. I'm gonna save everybody, and he winds up stabbing Hinami on multiple occasions. All right, the girl he's supposed to protect, the girl that he's, I wouldn't say that he loves Hinami, but the closest thing to a sister that he has, he continues to stab on multiple occasions. Furthermore, Hitsugaya is, in essence, when you compare him to other captains, overhyped as shit. Right, the other captains seem to have it locked down on their power scheme. Even fucking Komamura has it locked down better than fucking Hitsugaya. Hitsugaya is overrated as shit. The only reason why people like him is because he has a cool look to him. He's a kid with white hair. He has ice powers. Big fucking deal. Whatever. Not big deal. So, at the end of the day, the biggest thing here is that when it comes to Toshiro, he's an overhyped character who has had kind of successful fights. He really should have died against Hairyuu, but Kubo pulled some bullshit because, fan favorite character, can't kill him off. And finally, it is the fact that Aizen continues to mindfuck him over and over and over and over. Even when Aizen's locked up in prison, he continues to mindfuck Hitsugaya over and over and over. It's like, dude, what the fuck, Hitsugaya? What the fuck, man? And then he came in there, he rushed at Aizen when he stabbed Hinami for like the 15th damn time. Aizen, keep calm, cool, collected, fail, fucking arm off, fucking leg off, stupid shit. Now, you have Tien Shinhan. And Tien Shinhan is actually a pretty cool character at the beginning. And when it comes to Dragon Ball, he's actually a pretty relevant character. He's actually a pretty noteworthy character. However, like every other human character in DBZ, Tien Shinhan becomes very relevant over the course of time, which is utter bullshit. I mean, that's one of the things that Akira Toriyama failed. When you had developed characters in a story, but you decide to scrub them off because they're fucking humans. Like that was some utter bullshit. But we continue. When you have a character like Tien Shinhan, who was pretty relevant up until, I mean, people want to give him the whole Cell thing where he stopped Cell at the cost of his life. Whatever. Okay, fine. We can give him that shit. I don't. Whatever. Point here is this, though. It's not up until the Boo saga where his bullshittery comes to full blossom, where it really smells like fermenting shit for the past 15 days. We're talking about a dude who continued to train in the fucking mountains with Chaosu while everybody's leading lives. Krillin has a fucking girl. He's married to 18. Yamcha's leading a regular life, has a business, so on and so forth. And they understand, listen, the Saiyans, Piccolo, they got this shit on lock. We can't fuck with anybody else. They're too damn powerful. Let them handle this shit. We're going to lead our lives. We're going to train once in a while, but overall, we have assimilated ourselves into the world economy. While Tien Shinhan continues to isolate and train himself for God knows how long with Chaosu. And then comes what I think is one of the most, if not the most disrespectful, one of the most shocking moments of the character of Tien's characterization. Where Kiritama decides, okay, fine, so we're going to have Tien have one moment of shine, quote unquote, which is the darkest moment in his entire characterization. Tien Shinhan decides to help Goku in the midst against fighting Super Boo, I think it was. It was Boo with Piccolo and Gotenks, I think, but I'm not too sure. Either way. And maybe he was gone. I don't know. Either way, he comes in and helps Goku. And he does one attack. Like one beam attack. Boo eats that shit. And Tien, in the midst of trying to help Goku, gets kicked. And it was over. It was over in one kick. Majin Buu kicked him once, and it was done. There was no fight. It was a simple kick, and this dude was out. Had a fucking broken ribs, had a broken elbow, broken arm. Nigga couldn't even walk. He was out in one kick. And then, to top it all off, Majin Buu, Kid Buu, is going to destroy the planet. Goku is ready to up Piccolo, Gohan, fucking everybody who's in the vicinity. Except for fucking who? Tien Shinhan. This dude Goku, this dude Vegeta, completely forgot about Tien Shinhan on the planet. That is some disrespectful shit, and it's pathetic. It is pathetic beyond belief. So, Tien's not bad up until the Buu saga, where his character, like Toriyama, literally took a page of Tien and just took a massive shit on it. He had toilet paper with Tien's face on it, and he just wiped his ass. That is Tien Shinhan for you people. A really shit character come the end of the day. And then finally, there is Rock Lee. Now, Rock Lee, fan favorite character for many Naruto fans. I have no fucking idea why, but apparently he damn is. Rock Lee face off against Gaara. Not a bad fight, not bad at all. All right, pretty damn good. One of the best fights in Naruto. And he has broken bones, and he has to spend a recovery process. Fights again against Kimimaru, and winds up losing again. And finally, come the post-time skip, Rock Lee. The only fucking thing that Rock Lee truly got was at the last arc of the post-time skip. Keep in mind, that's years upon years upon years of no characterization whatsoever for Rock Lee. He beat his fucking clone. Oh, fucking whoop-de-doo. We're gonna go crazy because he beat a damn clone. No, the fuck we're not. It's stupid shit. And for years, Kishimoto decides to neglect the characterization of Rock Lee up until the end of the last arc, where he finally realizes, okay, so my sensei is going to die. I'm going to stand here like a man, and I'm watching him fight his final fight. So, when it comes to who's the worst character among the three, I'm going to go with Rock Lee. I think Rock Lee is the worst character among the three for this simple reason. Rock Lee's characterization is based on him becoming greater than the geniuses by simply working hard and busting your ass to achieve your goals and dreams. His goals and dreams coincided with his fighting prowess and his win-loss ratio and his overall ninja way. However, the reason why Rock Lee is such a failure, because in essence he is what Naruto should be. Busting your ass to achieve your dreams. The everyman. That's what Rock Lee is. Rock Lee is the everyman. But unlike Naruto, who got the Chosen One treatment, Rock Lee didn't get that shit. So what you have here, effectively speaking, is a character like Rock Lee, who busted his ass, trained really hard, but throughout the entirety of the first season, the first half of Naruto, and throughout the second half of Naruto, gets no shine and is still in the background, unless he's getting support from Naruto, like he gets Naruto's chakra and he kicks Madara in half, even though Madara couldn't move to begin with, and he has that one fucking quote when he's seeing Guy Sensei fight. The fact of the matter is that Rock Lee, he, as an overall character, is representative of failure. He's the everyman who could not overcome the geniuses, who needed the help of geniuses, i.e. Naruto Uzumaki, to assist him in his endeavors. And finally, the moment he does get a shine in part 2 of Naruto is in the last fucking arc. A character who was one of the most relevant, if not the relevant character, if not one of the top 5 relevant characters in the entirety of the first half. That steep decline in characterization over the course of time is appalling. And the fact that he represents the everyman who, at the end of the day, fails compared to the geniuses, compared to the chosen ones, is something that I think a lot of Naruto fans detest. At least those who can perceive this. I mean, there are folks who just say, well, fucking Rock Lee's cool, and that's the end of the story. I can perceive the fact that his characterization is based on winning, overcoming obstacles, overcoming the geniuses, and the fact that he could not do so for the entirety of the Naruto series. It is simple fact. Rock Lee, among the 3, is the worst character. Period. Done.
Okay, who wants to go next? All right. Let me go ahead and kick this thing off. All right. Now, when you talked about Hitsugaya, first off, I want to say, I think I'll probably start off with actually who I think is actually the best out of all of them. I'm actually going to go with Rock Lee on this one, but hear me out. Let me start off with Hitsugaya. I got to go with Rock Lee on this, but all right. Now, the thing is with Hitsugaya, I find it funny that you're trying to give these facts about how Hitsugaya tries to protect Hinamori, but at the end of the day, you know, he's never able to do anything against her. But then think about who he's against. He's against Aizen. Tell me one character that didn't get bested by Aizen.
Ichigo.
And that, like, Ichigo was the but Ichigo, other than when he got that massive power up,
In the
he got he's.
But I'm right though. You said one character. I gave you a character.
Hold on. No. But Ichigo has been bested by Aizen before. He beat Aizen in the very end, yes. But when in their first encounter, Aizen bested him. So tell me one character that had never been bested by Aizen.
A better argument, Yamamoto. Yamamoto technically never got bested by Aizen. He just got.
Fair enough.
Yes, he did.
Blindsided by.
No, he didn't.
He got blindsided by
Wonder Weiss.
But that's not Aizen though. Aizen even
no,
admitted.
but Aizen. But hold on. But but Aizen used the Hogyaku in order to change Wonder Weiss in order to make it to where his ability was to seal away his sword.
After the fight, but no, the Hogyaku stuff that never affected Yamamoto because after the fight, Wonder Weiss sealed his Shikai and absorbed his flames, and then he did that Kido attack, and from the rest of the fight, he was out of it. So technically, Aizen was going to move in and get the finishing blow, but technically, Aizen never bested Yamamoto. Wonder Weiss technically did.
I mean, he caused him to have to lose his arm.
Listen. I'm not saying that other characters didn't get fucked up by Aizen. They all did.
Okay, well, if they did, then
but it is not the matter of they got fucked up. Everyone got fucked up. It is the matter of the severity of how they got fucked up. Not only from a physical level, but from a psychological standpoint. Hitsugaya got fucked up on both levels to such a huge extent where it was fucking embarrassing.
Hold on, but you know what? I feel like he should get a pass to some extent, and the reason why I said it is because he's like one of the. Hold on, no, yes, he should because he's one of the youngest captains, and that's been stated. And they kind of but that they've actually made that a point. That in a sense, like they talk about how much of a prodigy he is. He's known for being a young captain. He has much to learn. He's obviously not going to have the same mental strength that Kyoraku would have on the battlefield.
No,
and why
he's a genius.
Hitsugaya is the weakest, is the worst out of 3 for me.
I don't think.
Wait. Who is?
Hitsugaya is the worst out of 3 for me.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
Because Yes, he has the better battle track record than out of the three because he has won fights. But see, his potential and what it's perceived to be, he never shows that. He never shows any instances of being a prodigy of any kind. Yes, he's the youngest captain. That's cool and all, but as far as but at the same time, he's probably one of the weaker captains when we see all the stuff that the other captains can do. He's got impressive moments here and there, but like it's just he doesn't live up to like his hype. You know what I mean? Out of the three. For me, and that's why and then not to mention he's constantly shit on and mind fucked by Aizen throughout the series, and now even right now he's kind of dead in a sense. He's
fucking him right now.
Yeah. So I mean,
but again, I think that you should think about how he's inexperienced as compared to the other captains. I mean, come on now. I mean,
but his inexperience is made up for his genius. He's considered to be like the second coming of some ancient fucking dude.
Right. He's supposed to. I mean, Koraku said that he believes that his potential he could surpass him, and right now Koraku is a captain commander. And then like you have, yes, he's young, but at the same time he had to be made captain for some reason, so he had to have some experience.
Not really. He had a Bankai, and he was good at using the Bankai. That was. Oh shit!
No,
hold up.
It takes more than just being good with your Bankai to be made a captain. Now, there's other criterias. I'm sure that helped. Great deal to him being made a captain so fast, but there's still other criteria. In that case, Renji would already be captain. Renji would have got one of the open spots.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm going with Hitsugaya too.
Hold on 1 second, guys, because I'm on my phone too. Somebody just texted me. I know that sounds random as heck, but I'm like.
He said, "Hold on, someone texted me. Why aren't you on your laptop?"
Because my laptop is having problems, so I figured it would be smoother to do it on my phone, which it is.
I got you.
All right, so.
Yo, what's up?
Link the comments.
All right, now, okay. Let me pick up where I left off. Okay, now. Yeah. Okay, aside from Hitsugaya, I really can't see why you're crapping on Tien. Like, I mean, to me, Tien has been consistently good.
Are you kidding me?
Hold on. Yes. I mean, to me, it's not like we're talking about, like, honestly, I feel like this is why I argue people say that Krillin is the strongest human. But to me, Tien has really done more than Krillin. Tien has, to me, showed off more skill than him. Tien has died less times than a lot of characters.
What?
Oh, okay. No, all right.
He's only died twice.
Right, I'll be with you to a point, Irvin. I don't think Tien is as bad as King makes him out to be. But Krillin, he's not stronger than Krillin, though. He's not stronger than Krillin. I
mean, what has Krillin done to show that he's the strongest? I'll give him second strongest human, but not
it's not about being the strongest. It's about overall characterization. Tien is still fucking training in the goddamn mountains while everyone else is leading fucking lives and shit. They forgot about him, bro.
But he doesn't give up. That's the thing that I like about Tien. Tien did not give up. He's a martial artist at heart, and he stays his character in that way. Why would he give up if he loves martial arts?
Wait. You know how absurd that sounds, right?
What sounds absurd?
Tien's still training, even though there are Saiyans who are stronger than him. Dude, the Ginyu Force whoops Tien's ass.
I don't know. No, hold on. Listen to this for a second.
Actually, no, that's not true because you're actually wrong because if Tien could push back Cell in his second form, then obviously he's stronger than Ginyu Force.
Why would he give up because the Saiyans are stronger for him? In fact, looking at how Tien's character is, that should give him more motivation to train harder.
As far as holding the whole thing that he still trains against him, I don't hold that against him because that's the character we've known since day one.
Well, he
was like kind of. He wasn't in normal society. He was a monk or something in Dragon when he was introduced, right? He was the protector of Chaozu.
I think so.
Something along those lines.
I haven't watched
So he kind of was played. He never like really integrated that much into normal society like that. To where I would imagine when he's not with Goku and Z Fighters, he's still doing his own thing in the mountains. So how is that a bad thing? Knock against his character.
I mean, the reason why
it's a bad thing because of the fact that you have the other humans who have come to certain realizations. And you have training that he's done throughout the course of I don't know how many years, ever since the time frame between the Cell and the Buu saga, and and the most embarrassing part is he gets one-shotted by Buu. Effectively speaking, putting all that training he did.
Didn't every human get one-shotted by Buu though?
Huh?
I get the thing that they forgot to revive him, but didn't every single human get one-shotted by Boo?
I don't know because Piccolo. No, hold on, Piccolo.
Piccolo's a Namek.
Yeah, no, I know. Krillin, I don't think was around at that point in time. No, because he was taken by fucking Bora, right?
Yeah, he got turned into something by Bora. Yeah.
And Yamcha was somewhere else.
Gave up the life of a warrior, pretty much. He became a normal citizen.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what.
Okay, because I can go over every human being that got like taken out by Boo, because I know most of them got turned into fucking candy. I think Yamcha's one of them too. But here's the point, though. It's not as if he got turned to stone and died through a certain ability, or he got turned to candy with Ian, which is that very Hack's ability. It's the matter of Tien maintained the warrior. You saw him in the afterlife. He was training and he was doing all types of shit because he felt the rhythm again. And he clearly maintained some aspect of his warrior life, even though he was leading a regular life. Tien completely isolated himself to hone his skills. And he was no different. In fact, honestly, I think that one kick is far more embarrassing than being turned to candy being eaten. Because being kicked and then being taken out of the entire story and literally having yourself being blown up along with the rest of the planet to where they fucking forget about you. I mean, Yamcha and Krillin, they were more relevant in the afterlife, dead.
I don't think Goku forgot about
fucking Tien alive.
I don't think Goku forgot.
It's embarrassing.
It's not. Hold on. Wait.
It is embarrassing. I can't deny that. It's embarrassing.
I don't think it's embarrassing because look who they were fighting against. Boo was stronger than all of them.
Listen,
Boo was stronger than every single one of them. I mean, to me, for them,
that is embarrassing. I get what King is saying because it wasn't an energy play. It was a fact. It was a point blank blunt blow, a physical strike. I get that, but the fact that he still tried to push himself. I mean, that's what he's always been a martial arts. That's all he knows. I mean, to hold that against him, the fact, all right, just because like there are Saiyans and otherworldly creatures on my planet, I shouldn't give up my lifestyle. I shouldn't just give up training and whatnot.
But he could have been doing other things. Well, he could have been doing
exactly. More so than anything. It's not. I'm not knocking him being a martial artist. I'm knocking the fact that he never took it upon himself to try and adapt to a regular fucking life. And I'm not.
But that's his life. He doesn't want. He doesn't want a different life.
No.
He doesn't want a different life.
No.
That's the thing.
That's why it makes it all the more embarrassing.
I don't think that's embarrassing. And the reason I'm saying, first off, you're saying he got hit by a regular kick, but then you keep negating the fact that you're not even paying attention to who it came from. It came from literally Super Boo with Gotenks and Piccolo absorbed. Like
that's what I just fucking said. I said he got kicked by fucking Super Boo. I didn't.
But I'm saying you acting like that's embarrassing when you literally got hit with something that was like literally way more powerful than just like your average.
More so than anything, it's the fact that they forgot about this dude.
They didn't forget about him.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Wait. Because I remember that scene. When Goku was flying away, he looked back and he looked at the area that had, like, you know, what was his name? Gohan? Yeah, Gohan and Goten and Trunks and all of them, like, they were all laid out together. Tien was in a completely different section from where they were fighting at that point. So they didn't even mention Tien when they were black. Remember when they went to the Supreme Kai's world? And they mentioned that they're sons. They didn't mention Piccolo either.
What King is trying to say is that they didn't forget to revive him, but they forgot he existed after everything was said and done. Because they actually
did everyone together. So I mean, it's something.
They did revive him. He wasn't relevant in the story from that point.
But you know what? I mean, Goku and Vegeta. Because I think what was it? When Vegeta did say something to Goku, he was talking about how Goku didn't, like, you know, save their own sons. He didn't say, "Oh, you didn't save our sons in Piccolo." And Piccolo had got blown up too. You know, so I mean, I don't think Tien had to be mentioned in that moment in order to know that he was there.
What is his character relevance after? Nothing.
I'm not saying that he's relevant at that point, but at the same time, I don't think that makes him a loser.
More relevance when he was fucking dead. Krillin had more relevance when he was fucking dead, as opposed to Tien.
But you don't think Tien's high points are taking how many? Let's face it.
That's why I said that Tien is not the worst among the damn trio we're talking about here.
Characters in the series that actually beat Goku in battle. Granted, it was Goku before he powered up and whatnot, became Superman. but he still has a victory.
Tien has always made himself
Okay,
useful.
wait, hold on. Okay, Rick, you weren't here for that. When I was talking about Tien, I clearly admitted that Tien, before the Boo saga, was actually a pretty good character. A Cell saga, I kind of, like maybe. Yeah. But from the time he's introduced into the story up until the Frieza saga, Tien's actually a pretty solid character. It's the fact of the matter that when you have a character who's had pretty good characterization compared to most humans in the series, and the fact that in one arc, or 1.5 arcs I should say, you can have such a steep decline in characterization and end off in such an embarrassing way. I've never fucking seen that. I have never seen something that mitigating to a character ever. Tien is a fucking embarrassment. He really is. Honestly, like if you were a Tien fan, you were like, fuck. Damn,
I hated it. I hated it.
Switch over. Like, no, I'm not. Like, my favorite character right now, Gohan. Fuck Tien. Gohan. Yeah, I'm going Gohan. Like, you just had to look away because
no, if anybody got a slap in the face, it's Gohan fans. What are you talking about, man?
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, Gohan fans got a big slap in the face.
Okay, all right, yeah, fine. That was okay. Yeah, fine. That was pretty bad, but
I'm a Gohan fan, and I got a freaking slap in the face.
The fact that Gohan was still a much more relevant, prominent character. Obviously, he's a fucking half Saiyan.
Shit, at least that nigga moved on with his life. Fucked with
right.
Pan. Tien's still in the mountains. Chow too.
I think that that's fine because it shows his hard work, and I like that about his character.
I mean, Tien could have like opened some type of temple and had some students and taught them how to fight and stuff.
Honestly, that would have been a better outcome for Tien's character if he became a teacher.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. That would have. I mean, look at Krillin.
But what if he wanted to be stronger than Goku?
That's never gonna happen.
And that's also another issue I have with Tien because he's not realistic. Krillin, I can't do it. Goku's too powerful.
How is he not realistic?
Wait.
You just said that he would be stronger than fucking Goku.
Yeah, that's what
I understand. Hold on. I understand what you guys are saying. And I know because of plot, Tien can never be stronger than Goku. But what I'm trying to say is, if you look about it and think about it in like real terms, it's like you should never give up. Just because someone may be far ahead of you, you should use that as a means to basically.
Because it's the same argument as Rock Lee, because he's trying so hard to become at a certain point and he fails, but in this case he fails so.
Rock Lee does not fail either. That's what I like about Rock Lee. You say because he lost his fights, but the whole point of Rock Lee isn't for him to necessarily get better and like in one night and all of a sudden he's whooping everybody.
Irvin,
he won fights against the floor. He won fights against the floor.
What'd you say?
He won fights against the floor.
All right, Luffy, what the fuck are you talking about, son?
Like, no,
Luffy's
the thing is,
fucking jokes and
Rock Lee does not, like, the whole point with his character is not for him to necessarily, like, fight, like, for example, with Gar, like, just because he lost against that fight, that's part of Rock Lee's character that he loses, but he always gets back up and he keeps working hard. He keeps working hard so he can overcome the geniuses. And he's not going to, look at
Did he overcome the geniuses?
Hold on, wait, listen for a second, because I'm going to get to that. With Guy and Kakashi, Guy, like the way they made the rivalry seem, Guy didn't completely overcome Kakashi, or at least Kakashi didn't feel that he had overcome him until he used the 8th gate. Think about that. All those years they had done that. You know, they had that rivalry going back and forth, and Kakashi always had that one win over him. Always. It's the same deal with Rock Lee. Rock Lee hadn't won his fights like that. But he still continued to work hard for that one day that he will overcome the genius. That's the whole point. He's not going to overcome it in one day. He's going to one day do it.
The only reason why Rock Lee has so many knots against him is because of the writing of Kishimoto. He totally neglected Rock Lee in part 2.
I agree. Rock Lee
wasn't the problem with Rock Lee. It's not that he's a bad character. He's a neglected character.
No, he's
I agree that he's neglected, but what I'm trying to say is that he's not a loser.
No, bad is too nice of a word. He's an atrocious character. And the reason why is this.
Neglected character.
And the reason why is this. Because, not only, yes, he's neglected. That's true. But you have to understand what Rock Lee represents. Rock Lee represents the fucking everyman. Naruto represents the everyman. There are a lot of characters in Naruto who used to represent the everyman. Rock Lee his success story, his training is to overcome the geniuses. How did he do so? In a fight, Irvin. In a fucking fight. Literally, in a fight. That is the whole purpose of him training, to overcome the geniuses in fights. And he fails every fucking time.
But that's a part of his character. He's supposed to fail.
Therefore, no.
Because of the one day that he does overcome them.
No, Irvin. When was that day? When was that day, Irvin?
It may not be right now, but I'm saying Guy's moment was later on. Notice that. And that's the whole, I'm like, that's kind of like the whole concept with, I mean,
Irvin, come on, man.
It may not happen right then and there, but I'm saying that's the whole point of like, hold on, Rock Lee had even said when he was training with, before Guy had really started showing him moves, you saw how Rock Lee wanted to give up even then. And Guy told him that, you know, it's like, what's the point if you don't even believe in yourself? Like, basically, he tried to encourage him in order for him to work harder, and because Rock Lee's known for that. So what I'm trying to get at is the fact that even though hold on, somebody keeps calling me. What I'm trying to get at is the fact that Rock Lee, even though he does lose a majority of his fights, the whole point is that one day that he is the idea that he will finally overcome his, like, I guess you could say the geniuses. So he's supposed to lose a lot of those fights. He's not necessarily going to win those fights because it has to do with how his character works. And I feel like you're ignoring that.
See, okay, here's the problem with that, though, is that we never see the payoff. The problem with Rock Lee, we never saw the payoff throughout the series.
That's exactly, because listen, Irvin, in order for your theory of Rocky being a good character to work, you had to bring out some superstitious possibility in the future that we may not get to ever see. That's what you had to do. You couldn't talk about in-series Rock Lee because it's impossible, because you know in-series Rock Lee is not what you imagine him to be later on in life. It's just, that's just the facts. Furthermore, you have to realize this simple fact. Who are his rivals? Who were the ones he had to overcome? Who were the geniuses that stood in his way? When he had rivals, it was Neji, Sasuke, and Naruto. Those were his three fucking rivals. Neji, Sasuke, Naruto. Sasuke and Naruto are fucking gods. And Neji's dead. Oh, you're going to overcome a dead guy. Good fucking job. The dead guy. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Listen.
You know it's true. You know it.
No, the thing is, like, hold on. Listen for a second. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Like, Rock Lee, that doesn't. All these things you're saying does not make him a loser. Just because he lost some fights does not make him a loser.
What?
Okay, Irvin. All right, but see, the problem with Rock Lee. No, we never saw the payoff. I understand that. You know, you take those L's and you get stronger from them, but we never saw him get to the point where he could overcome it, though, because we never saw the payoff.
Okay, you know what? Rock Lee got a kick in on Madara. What up? What?
Okay, but, all right, but that was
he got a kick on Madara.
Cool. No, I'm not gonna lie. I was cool. But at the same time, I do agree with King that Madara could have avoided that kick if he wanted to. Also, it was Kiwi powered.
Okay. Rock Lee helped the fourth fighting against the Sage of the Six Paths Madara. He helped.
Oh my god.
He helped, Minato and Kakashi against fighting against the, when Madara had like the Sage powers, like the Sage Madara. When they did that combo, that's when we found out he had the Sixth Gate.
Oh my god. Is Rock Lee as relevant as Chaozu? Like, really?
I mean, like honestly, how does he though? I would say Rock Lee did end on a high note. He had a family. He obviously is happy with his life and whatnot. In that case, I can't call him a loser for that, you know, because we don't. Obviously, he accomplished some stuff, and he does look like he's gonna do some badass shit in the last and kicking meteors and shit, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Kicking meteors away.
Story though, it is lackluster because we never saw his payoff. That's the biggest problem with Rock Lee.
I feel like, in a sense, we may have not saw the end of it, but I feel like when you see what happens with Guy, you kind of get the gist that Lee will get to that point.
Yeah, but if anything, no, we shouldn't have seen that through Guy. We should have saw that through Rock Lee.
Dude,
okay, fair enough. But at the end of the day, I still don't feel like that makes Rock Lee a loser, because Rock Lee, look at where he's come from. Look at where he used to be. Look at how look at how even when Gaara had, he got messed up after fighting Gaara, and Tsunade had to heal him and all that, how he managed to not only come back from that injury, but even become better than he was before.
That was good.
Better than that.
And you know what's ironic about that? He got saved by the same guy that was going to end his ninja career.
That's pretty cool. I think that's interesting. But I'm just saying, like, because it shows that's also a kind of characterization for Guard too. But I'm just saying, like, I feel as though just because you don't win a fight, looking at the progression that Rock Lee had made over time, I feel like that should be taken into factor.
What progression? He's a completely neglected character in the second part of Naruto. Are you kidding me?
He's neglected for the most of the time, yes. But I'm just saying, like, looking at how much
99% of part 2, he's nowhere.
There's not one single arc of Shippuden or part 2 Naruto that is dedicated whatsoever to Rock Lee or Team Guy. They had a role in the Gaara retrieval. That's it. And then they made cameo appearances throughout the second half. That's all they did. And Neji died. Hell, we didn't even really like get a good glimpse of Rock Lee's thought process when Neji died.
No, we got Naruto's perspective, and here we have Rock Lee just crying over him, like, "Oh no, Neji, nah!" And then Naruto tap, power up. Really, nigga? Listen, you got someone.
Really, nigga?
You got someone. Listen, you got someone like fucking Rock Lee, who. Okay, so you want to say in the movie he punches a meteorite? Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Who does he want to fight as a means of overcoming the geniuses, Naruto and Sasuke? Those are his goals. Until he reaches that level, fuck it. Just fuck it. Because there's no reason to even... Because what you're getting from Rock Lee is this. No matter how hard you bust your ass, no matter how hard you try, no matter how many years it takes, you will never overcome those who are destined for greatness. You will never overcome those who are geniuses. Never. If you don't have the innate skills, if you do not have the talent, hard work will not overcome talent. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting from Rocky's characterization. Hard work will not overcome talent. Period.
That's not true.
That's so true.
Guy, it was kind of displayed through Guy
in the grass scheme. That's what you're getting from Rock Lee. What Guy did is what Guy did. I'm talking about fucking Rock Lee.
But I feel like Guy is a part of Rock Lee in a sense. Hold on, because that, in a sense, Guy is what Rock Lee is going to become. He's that model image of what Rock Lee will become.
Like, if anything, we should have saw that Rock Lee. Like, we should have saw Rock Lee go on 8 gates then and showing his power against Madara. Then that would have been a good mode. That would have been a good knock for Rock Lee. He would have done something.
Yeah, it would have been.
But I feel like what the thing is that you're not looking at the whole springtime of youth thing. What Guy did was showing what Rock Lee will become. That's
You're
what
right,
I'm trying to.
But that's not like that doesn't help Rock Lee though. In a character.
In fact, I would actually even go to the extent to say that Rock Lee will be even stronger than Guy was because Guy was stronger than his father using the.
Don't give a fuck. You know why? Because that's not here. The here and now, that doesn't exist. It just doesn't.
I feel like you just don't want to factor it in. Like you don't want to go based on the.
No, I am factoring in. And guess what? When I factor it in, it's like you're having an equation. All you do is plusing 0. That's it. You know why? Because there's nothing. There is literally nothing. That is just a hope that you have for the character Rock Lee in the future.
Well, Rock Lee will never see Rock Lee fight now. But I mean, the whole thing is that I feel like looking at what was presented to us with Guy. You have to
make such a far leap. You have to make such a stretch.
That's not a far leap.
Yes, it is. Because to say that, okay, well, this is for sure what's going to happen to Rock Lee in the future. No. Because you don't know. Because the future is not here. The future is there. The future is the fucking future. You can't see into the future.
Listen. I mean, okay, going back to the other 2 characters that we... I gotta open the door for some my friends right now. Son. Because I'm opening the door for somebody real quick. Hold up. Hold on. I know this is probably weird as heck. Continue to talk.
All right, talk. Go ahead, talk.
My take on Rock Lee though is like I said, I do like the character, but I can't argue with King because what King says is fact. Because of the type of character Rock Lee is, his track record as battle-wise does play a huge role in how he is as overall character because he's trying to overcome huge obstacles. Now, as far as his character himself though, like his determination and everything, I think that's on point, and that's what makes me like Rock Lee. Even though he does come up short in the end, I like those kind of determined characters. The fact that he was willing to risk his life to get his ninja life back with the whole operation with Nane and whatnot. Things like that. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get anything like that in Shippuden. So it's like that's why we have to work with us.
I mean, like I can understand why people like it. I can understand it. That determination, that keep on working hard, busting your ass. I just like it when there's success as an aftermath of working hard, not failure. Right. That's what I fucking like.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I agree with you because I mean that's what makes it hard. Like I give Irvin credit because I told Irvin I would try to, but you can't argue the fact that Rock Lee's track record plays a huge part of his character because of the type of character he is, and the fact that despite his determination and everything, he never met up to par on his own against circumstances because we never saw the results of his training. We actually don't even know how really much stronger Rock Lee got. Okay. Never had a punch with him. We can only assume how much stronger he got.
Absolutely.
We never had a full fight in Shippuden.
Amen to that. And then and then the fact of the matter here is that he has to reach.
How does this make him the biggest out of
what the fuck
out of the group?
I think Toshiro is.
Like looking at.
Rock Lee has to attain the unattainable. He has to somehow overcome his last remaining two rivals, Sasuke and Naruto. Good fucking luck with that.
I always took his biggest rival was Neji, though.
His biggest rival was Neji, but he had Sasuke and Naruto in his sights. You can go back to the training exams.
No, yeah, when he scouted the animation of Sakura. He wanted Sakura.
Right, exactly. Yeah, when you go back to the tuning exams, Rock Lee he considers Sasuke and Naruto his rivals, alongside with Neji. Neji's a dead character, and Sasuke and Naruto are practically gods. So Rock Lee, at the end of the day, will never achieve what he set out to achieve. He can never overcome the chosen ones. He can never overcome the talented ones. He just can't.
Okay, he's not going to overcome Sasuke. He's not going to overcome Naruto. We know that at this point. But truth be told, I never expected him to do that. I don't feel like they don't make him any different than Tien. I mean, there's some characters you're just not going to see do certain things in stories.
Why do you think Tien's on this fucking debate in the first place?
But what?
All right then.
You know what? I'm switching it up. I think Tien is the biggest loser out of the group, but I don't think he's a loser. I don't.
Now that's fucking surprising. Okay. Now that
I don't think Tien is the best.
I would say Tien is the best among all three.
Yeah. For me, it's Hitsugaya. For me, it's Hitsugaya. He doesn't live up to his potential. He doesn't show any signs of being a prodigy. Yes, he has good mastery over his Bankai, but that's about it. He doesn't show any proficiency in Kido that much. His swordsman skills are okay.
Did Death Note say anything?
Huh?
Did Death Note say anything?
I don't know. I think Death Note's mute. I think he's just chilling here.
Death Note, come on. What do you think?
Death Note, say something, man. Like, you're just here for the fucking ride, son. Like, let's go. You gotta talk, man. Put some gas into this car. Let's go. He ain't saying shit.
I mean, we're getting ready to wrap it up anyway.
I'm here.
All right, give your take, Death Note. Go. Come on.
All right, here we go.
Open floor.
The best is Tien. The worst, Hitsugaya, doesn't live up to the prodigy. Rock Lee, he was introduced as a loser, in my opinion. I really wasn't shocked when he didn't live up to, Naruto's hype or Sasuke. So, I mean, I kind of expected him to work hard and kind of achieve something, but not really turn out to be anything. Because he was a working dude. He resembled like the humans of the, he was like Tien to Naruto, who's getting power ups every fucking week. So, I really didn't expect him to pull out anything crazy. So the worst is Hitsugaya, especially him being a captain and getting his ass tapped every time I seen him. So
Well. All right. So what's the
Rock
final?
Lee started off as a loser.
No,
What's
he
the
was
final vote?
introduced as.
Rock Lee actually had a good introduction though.
No, he was.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm like, see, like that's kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait a second, like fucking like Leaf, like Leaf Shadow Dance and Sasuke, like Sasuke, I'm fucking better than you. What up now?
Yeah, Lee became the whole foundation of Sasuke's fighting style in the beginning.
You know what?
Go
You guys want to place a vote? We're talking
No, what
about
I meant
Who the
was,
fuck are these
the biggest
guys?
version of Rock
Oh,
Lee,
dude, come on, Irvin.
No,
Hitsugaya,
dude.
or Tien.
What I meant was that he was
Hold
introduced
on,
as
okay.
like he could only use a certain kind of jutsu. He wasn't going to be like, unless that changed. I didn't expect him to play on the playing field of Naruto and Sasuke eventually. So there's
Hold on,
that. He wasn't introduced as a loser.
That are gonna say something. So let me
Who?
see.
What?
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck is happening?
Irvin gave him reinforcements.
Hold on.
Irvin has friends.
Naruto. They watched Naruto. They've watched Bleach. They've watched DBZ. So who do you guys think is the biggest loser?
Yo, whoever fucking said Tien, I like this nigga.
Who do you think? Who's the loser? Rock Lee, Tien, Hitsugaya. Rock Lee.
You do?
What? Oh my god.
I don't know who he
You know
is.
Rock Lee?
Yeah, I know Rock Lee. I don't know who the other two.
I forgot you have Bleach.
You guys know who Tien Shinhan? Damn. Oh,
Hey, some people just didn't grow up with Toonami.
fuck it. All right, fine, whatever, man. Okay, so what is the tally? Okay, fine. So what is the tally vote on that side, Irvin? Because I don't know what the fuck's happening here. What do they say?
All right.
What do your men say? I'm hearing Tien. I'm hearing Rock Lee. I didn't hear any Hitsugaya.
Okay, everybody says Tien's the worst loser. I'm saying, I'm going with Tien too. So everybody,
Yo, man, like you, like it's funny because like
No.
this dude, like he's a bandwagoner, son. Like I mean, like niggas bandwagon, but this dude, he's a band. Oh shit, everyone's saying Tien. Oh fuck Tien. You know why? Because he likes Hitsugaya, and he fucking loves Rock Lee. There's no way in his mind Rock Lee's even the worst character. There's no way, because he has too much of an attachment to Rock Lee. Rock Lee's shitty. Rock Lee's he's so fucking bad. It's embarrassing.
don't call me a bandwagoner, but out there, Rock Lee, I still just don't see what you're saying so bad about him. Like, I mean, I get what you're trying to go with, but it's not convincing enough.
We just went over this shit like a bajillion fucking times, dude. Like we really just broke down Rock Lee's characters to such an extent where you couldn't break it down any further. Like this dude's fucking dust. He's atoms. He's done. He's gone, man. Rock Lee's shit.
Adams.
We're not talking about Tien anymore, but all right, you know what? Let's place our final votes. I'm saying Tien for the biggest loser.
I'm saying
Definitely.
fucking Rock Lee.
Hitsugaya.
Hitsugaya.
Oh yeah, Hitsugaya.
So it's 3 Hitsugayas, it's 1 Tien, it's 1 Rock Lee.
So Hitsugaya is the biggest loser from the
Apparently,
otaku.
fucking Lee. Apparently.
Finally win something.
I mean, listen, like the only reason why I give Hitsugaya a pass is because the fact that it's fucking Aizen. Like that's the only reason why, because it's a dude who's been unstoppable until fucking Ichigo Mugetsu.
Yeah, but
That's
I
the
mean,
only reason why I give him a pass.
but see, here's the thing about Hitsugaya. His best aspect is his track record, because unlike Rock Lee, I will say this: Hitsugaya has won a majority of his fights.
That's what?
Yeah, he beat Luffy. That was a major fight.
Okay.
He fought Ging to a draw. He technically never fought Aizen. He just got side blasted by Aizen. He technically never fought Aizen.
No, he fought against him during the Rankura saga. I mean, the first time I can kind of see that. The second time, no, he fought Aizen.
Wasn't that when
a
everyone
fight.
blitzed Aizen though? It wasn't like him and Aizen one-on-one.
Yeah, it was everyone, and all the more reason why he's shitty. But whatever, fair enough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even give him the Chengdu one because the Chengdu was alive.
But I guess if he died shortly after that.
Yeah,
fight.
like he died, and then he came back to life because there so happened to be like a power-up thing going on.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
But he still has a better track record than Rock Lee. But that's like I think his best aspect. But everything else, it's like there's no development. he does have a decent backstory when it comes to Bleach characters, with the whole thing being in the Rukai district and everything. But just like his position within Soul Society, I don't feel is justified. Like him being prodigy and everything, we don't see anything that makes him a prodigy. I mean, he's even admitted that he doesn't know how to fully control his Bankai yet. I mean, granted, in the war, in his current war, yeah, he's obviously made advancements towards that, but we never really saw any like shit, you know.
I mean, from what I see, I think the best part of Hitsugaya's character is just his hype.
Yeah, he does have good hype. I personally think the reason why he's so popular though is because he's a chibi, and he has a dragon.
I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna cut you off, but I actually gotta head out, like kind of right now-ish.
Okay, all right, fine. So we wrap this shit up by saying that among us it is unanimous. Well, not unanimous, but it is 3 to 1 to 1. Hitsugaya, the worst character.
Hitsugaya, yes, he's his character. Anybody want to sign out, say their channel names or anything like that? We're gonna obviously.
You know who the fuck I am. That's simple.
All right, you gonna. What about Death Note? You gonna say your channel? Anybody?
No channel out, I just.
Anybody gonna? All right, you know what? I'll just say this is Game on Cloud 9. It's been nice. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream with the Otaku Battle Dome. Make sure you check out Gods of Life. Just make sure you do it. It's a good manga. I made it myself. It's on Shining Otaku.
Check out Toriko.
Yeah, the next stream, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be, but we're going to post the stream on the Otaku Battle, Otaku Battle on Facebook page. So thank you for watching, and I hope you guys like the debate. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
Deuce.